Good evening. You're watching the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Highness Said Haytham bin Tariq Al Said affirms on the deep-rooted relations binding the Sultanate and Syria, and an agreement related to museum antiquities is signed. The program Principles and Guidelines for the State Policy discusses the main principles of the foreign policies and the Sultan's role in regional and international organizations. And a workshop on delivering data and unified addressing systems aims to support digital transformation by developing a central spatial database in the Sultanate. Well, those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Highness Said Haytham bin Tariq Al Said confirmed that the Omani-Syrian relations are rooted since ancient times through multi-link. He added that Oman and Syria are central countries that contributed in the civilization march and gathered relations and connections of trade, politics and history, pointing out that the Sultanate is looking forward to further cooperation to build cultural related aspects of which the leaders of both countries are to seek in the coming phase. This was stated while His Highness Said Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, Minister of Heritage and Culture and Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the National Museum, received in his office today His Excellency Mohammed Munir Al Ahmed, Syrian Minister of Culture, currently visiting the Sultanate. And after the meeting, His Highness Said Haytham bin Tariq Al Said with the Syrian Minister of Culture, a memorandum of understanding MOU was signed between the National Museum and the Directorate General of Archaeology and Museums, and also an agreement was signed for borrowing museum antiquities for a temporary period from the Syrian Directorate General of Archaeology and Museums to the National Museum for preservation purposes and to hold a temporary exhibition at the National Museum. His Highness Said Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, Minister of Heritage and Culture, received in his office K. Shanmugam, Minister of Law and Home Affairs in the Republic of Singapore, and his accompanying delegation, which is currently on an official visit to the Sultanate. The meeting discussed relations existed between both friendly countries, especially the cultural relations. Reviewing bilateral relations between the Sultanate and Singapore topped discussions with His Excellency Said Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, with His Excellency K. Shanmugam, Minister of Law and Home Affairs of Singapore. During the meeting, they discussed issues of mutual concern which strengthen cooperation much between two friendly countries. His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Muhsin Al-Shreikhi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, received His Excellency the Minister of Law and Home Affairs of Singapore. During the meeting, they exchanged points of views and a number of matters of common concern. The Ministry of Civil Service, in cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, organized today the 6th edition of the program Principles and Guidelines for the State Policy at the Diplomatic Institute. The program witnessed participation of more than 45 Director Generals and their equivalents from various state administrative apparatus, reviewed the role of the Arab League in improving the joint Arab work. The program discussed the main principles of the foreign policies and the Sultan's role in regional and international organizations and the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The program reviewed the importance of Special Economic Zone in Duqm in funding the Sultan's economy, its relevance to Oman Vision 2040, and its contribution in income sources diversity. The opening ceremony was held under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. Increasing trading exchanges in agriculture, fisheries and livestock fields between the Sultan and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Top discussions of His Excellency Dr. Hamid bin Said Al Aufi, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, with His Excellency Nguyen Kok Moni, Deputy Foreign Minister of Vietnam, who is currently on a visit to the Sultanate. During the meeting, they reviewed bilateral relations between both friendly countries. The National Center for Statistics and Information started a workshop to deliver data and applications related to Unified Addressing System project prepared by the Center for Municipalities of Muscat, Lafar and Sohar and the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources. The project aims to support digital spatial transformation by developing a central spatial database for addressing in the Sultanate and providing addresses for all buildings and facilities. That's it to Camera News Bulletin. Photography exhibition in Scotland showcases Omani natural potentials and its cultural features.
19 من أكتوبر موعد التصويت عن بعد للناخبين خارج السلطنة. صوتك أمانة. مع تحيات وزارة الداخلية.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Seeking to find an innovative generation for technical solutions that funds the labor market with competences, Sultan Qaboos University organized Oman Collegiate Programming Contest in its sixth version with the participation of 150 students specialized in information technology from inside and outside the Sultanate. The two-day competition verifies the qualification and self-institutional training of participating students in the competition to be professional in programming and problem solving, as well as working under pressure through finding a competitive environment. The winning team will be qualified to participate in the competition's regional and international edition. The activities of the competition was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Saud Al Bimani, Vice Chancellor of the Sultan Qaboos University. The total value of the real estate trading in the Sultanate during September 2019 reached more than 173 million Omani Riyals. The fees collected amounted to more than 6 million Omani Riyals. The real estate activities reached more than 33,000 transactions, including sale, grant, inheritance, exchange, mortgage and demortgage, benefit and distribution. Meanwhile, around 22,500 title deeds were issued by the Ministry of Housing. The Anglo-Omani Society organized a ceremony in Scotland to introduce Sultan's heritage. The ceremony reviewed a group of artworks of Omani photographers which highlighted the Omani nature and its cultural characteristics. The ceremony is considered the first of its kind that the Anglo-Omani Society organizes in Scotland. The event was attended by members of the public from local Scottish community. The School of Medical Services of the Armed Forces celebrated the graduation of military nursing diploma course and a number of technical courses in various medical fields. The ceremony, which was held at the Ministry of Technological College, included visual presentations on the development of the school and its services. It also shed light on qualification programs by the school for the medical cadres in the military units. The ceremony was presided over by Major General Matar bin Salim Al-Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman, who distributed appreciation certificates to the top graduates of the course. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said affirms on the deep-rooted relations binding the Sultanate and Syria, and an agreement related to museum antiquities is signed. The program Principles and Guidelines for the State Policy discusses the main principles of the foreign policies and the Sultanate's role in regional and international organizations. And a workshop on delivering data and unified addressing system aims to support digital transformation by developing a central spatial database in the Sultanate. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Good night.